I'm Paul Williams, quantum healing hypnosis technique practitioner, better known as quantum healing hypnosis technique, QHHT. I was trained by the late, great Dolores Cannon and her daughter, Julia Cannon. Some of you will know me from the title of this YouTube channel, Paul Williams Official. In this live stream today, I'm talking about energy. Everything is energy. And this is an energy update for February 2025. My predictions, what I see coming, what I want you to be aware of, and what I want you to step into as starseeds, light workers, volunteers. Many of you that watch, subscribe, follow this channel identify with being specifically incarnate on the earth right now for this time, this very important, remarkable time in human evolution where we're evolving as a species. And not only are we evolving as a species, the whole planet herself is also moving into its next incarnation. The earth is often referred to as Gaia. She represents a female yin energy, and she is a being. She also is arising in this new dawning of a completely new age. Many of you that follow astrology will know this as the age of Aquarius. Some of you will even be aware of songs that sing about the age of Aquarius, the dawning of a new era. And for thousands of years, our wisdom traditions have taught us about this specific time in human evolution, the dawning of a new age where truth is revealed to not just sections of humanity as it has been so for thousands of years, but to all of humanity. What we're seeing is a recalibration not only in and within humanity itself, but throughout the whole of not only this dimension, but all dimensions. We live in a multiverse. We are multi-dimensional beings. And now is the time for those that are choosing to arise to ascend into a higher frequency and a higher vibration of living. Not everybody within the human collective is making that shift. And that is why we are noticing a split that might manifest politically, a split that might manifest in all sorts of issues, family issues, issues of communication and understanding, people's resonance not resonating with certain energy or people. And that is what we're noticing, and what we're going to will increasingly see happen. I want to encourage you that those that are awake and aware, you're the leaders in this, and you play a pivotal role. Your role is important because you're being required to hold a vibration of peace and unity and not dip into the level of division. In my meditation time, I've got a lot of intuitive messages about this, about staying at a higher vibration, not dipping into opinion, not dipping into politics and division, but rising above and really holding the line for those that are struggling during this time. It's a challenging time. When someone's asleep and they get woken suddenly in the night by perhaps a sound outside or a sound within their home, and they're in a nice, deep dream, and they suddenly get woken up. This happened to me the other night when a storm broke out in my area, and my dog woke me up with a loud bark. It jolted me out of my deep sleep rather quickly. It's not pleasant. Now, many fellow human beings are going through this right now. They're having their whole reality, their whole mental constructs challenged. Now, that's challenging. As starseeds, as light workers, as volunteers, we're being called to offer love, compassion, understanding to those that are going through that. The last thing we need to do is enter into the level of division. And so let's have compassion. Even if we disagree with someone's point of view, does not mean that we have to war with those people. Someone has said, but why? Please elaborate on that question. I'd love to answer the question. And welcome to Amanda, who is back from our first one. And actually, Amanda, I checked the live stream and everything is working perfectly. So you should be able to hear me well. And welcome to Stacy, sending you love as well. If people have questions for me about what I'm talking about, perhaps you don't understanding what I'm sharing, please let me know in the comments. I'll check them from time to time when I look over at my screen and I'll see your questions. I'm relying on a lot of information now from my meditation time and when I tune in and get a lot of information. I try not to listen to too many other people's information because I don't like to muddy the waters, so to speak, when it comes to information. I allow the information to come through and then I will try to articulate it in a way that you can understand it. I'll use examples, I'll use analogies to help you understand this information that as I'm getting it. Flowers has said, why are we going through such challenging times? It never seems to end. Well, that is a good point, and we certainly are going through and have been going through challenging times. There's a great saying that says, it is darkest before the dawn. That's a good way of explaining what we're going through. Things are very dark as we are entering a new age. Now, within astrology, we call this the age of Aquarius, the dawning of a new age. The age of Pisces, which we've been in for about 2,500 years, has come to an end. And in fact, this new age began in 2012, according to research I've done. The work of Dolores Cannon spoke about that being the beginning point of this whole new age. So what we're seeing is a collapsing of a very old ancient structure that has dominated this earth, our countries, our religions, our governments for thousands of years. That is in the process of being dismantled. Not that one individual is doing it or one political group. Everything is energy. So it's an energy that is arising, and like when you shine a light in a dark place, the light illuminates the dark. The light exposes the darkness and lights up, and you're able to see what you were unable to see before. That is what is occurring. That is a challenging process. Many aren't liking what they are seeing. Many are wishing that they could return to the status quo. But what I come to learn through my 17 plus years of this spiritual journey for me is the planet as we once knew it was not working. We were not living in harmony with each other. We weren't living in harmony with nature. There was injustice in the world. We weren't heading in a positive trajectory. Dolores Cannon's book, The 3 Waves of Volunteers on the New Earth, spoke a lot about this predicament. And way back, going to World War II, Dolores Cannon's clients or subjects spoke through hypnosis about this event that was taking place, that the earth itself, Gaia, had given out a call to have people come and assist her because humanity was moving into areas that were going to destroy the planet. Those that are familiar with history will know I'm referring to the atomic bomb that was dropped over Hiroshima and Nagasaki in World War II. This sent out reverberations not only within this dimension but other dimensions. Now we've got a lot of help from the other side. Some of you will identify as being a starseed. You've had perhaps a past life regression where the information has come through that you are one of these volunteers that have come, that have answered the call, that are here to help humanity raise its frequency and vibration so that we don't create endless wars anymore, that we don't continue to poison our environment, our food, our minds, our lives. There will be some that are not resonating. There will be some that aren't ready, that don't want to be a part of that. And so a shift or a split has to occur in order for people's free will to be respected and honored, because this is a planet of free will. We choose, we allow, and from a soul level we choose everything. I've done so many past life regressions, so many sessions where I know that souls choose everything that happens in this reality, good, bad, and indifferent. You might say, why would a soul choose to experience something negative or perceivably negative? Simple answer to that question, although complex, is for growth, for expansion, for learning. And this reality is about learning. It's about remembering more so than anything else who and what we are and why we're here. So awakening is really to wake up from illusion and to really remember who and what you are, beyond conditioning, beyond form, beyond illusion and delusion. And this mass awakening has begun in 2012, and now it's becoming what I would define as mainstream. There's probably not a person that I don't interact with, even in my own personal life, that is separate from the work that I do, that I don't even witness isn't having this type of thing occur. I know 3 or 4 people at my gym that I'm regularly chatting with that are going through these awakenings. So I know that it is spreading throughout the world. I know that anecdotally, I know that from what I read and from what I'm just witnessing. Who is noticing that? Perhaps from people that are surprising you in your life, they're waking up. I want to hear from you in the comments. Engage with me if this is resonating. Also, hit the like button and the notification button so that you can be notified when I do go live. I'm doing these a lot more regularly now. Excellent explanation. And Flowers, if you've got any more questions, I'm happy to answer. Amanda has said, we are source made manifest, spirit in physical. Yes. Let me take that one step further, Amanda. We are divinity itself. We are expressions of the one divine consciousness that is pervasive throughout all of life, not just human life, but throughout the animal kingdom, in our beloved pets, within nature herself. And the earth in which we occupy is a living being. And that divinity we are containers of. Like my drink flask here, this is a container for the water within it. The water represents the divinity, the essence, temporarily contained within the flask. That flask is like your human body. It's a temporary container that's having this, what we would define as human experience. But of course, once the water is released, the water moves on to the next phase. And that is exactly what happens when we leave the physical. We don't cease to be. We discard the body. We're released from the body. And then we remember that we are eternal. So when it comes to fearing death, there is nothing to fear. The only thing to fear is fear itself. A reminder to drink more water. Absolutely, that is a good point. I'm doing a health seminar, a free health seminar in the next 2 weeks, and I'll be talking all about health and how we nourish these bodies and we energize these bodies so we have all that it takes, because we're living in not usual times, and we're going to need energy. We're going to have to stay focused. We're going to have to stay in a higher vibration, because reality is going to get pretty strange. It's already been pretty strange. I think Flowers was alluding at that before with a lot of the things that we've gone through over the last few years. And things are going to get more strange. I don't think it's going to be an easy ride. I think anything worth having in life doesn't come easy. That's certainly been my experience, that those things that we really cherish and value come at a cost, come with sacrifice, come with persistence often. But I think you've got everything that you need. And if you stay connected and you stay doing the work, meditating, keeping your vibration high, keeping yourself in higher states of frequency and vibration, then you're going to be just fine. I affirm for myself I'm divinely protected, even amongst where I live right now. The city I live in is becoming more violent. We're seeing a lot more homeless people on the street, more drug addiction. So as people are arising, others are descending further into density. This is the split that is occurring. Some are rising and awakening, and others are descending. Others are getting more grounded in density, negativity, addiction. So this is a part of it as well. This is challenging, obviously. So we're seeing a lot of this, particularly in Western countries. We're seeing this huge increase in people that are wanting to check out, let's say. They don't want to do the work. That's not to judge people. It's important that we don't enter into judging, but having compassion. It's not right versus left. It's not good versus evil. It is just energy, and it is just free choice. What are we choosing? Are we choosing to ascend, or are we choosing to digress? Let's honor people's free will. Do we have any questions? I want to answer some questions. The last couple of lives I have done, I haven't really had the opportunity to answer any questions, and I love to answer people's questions. That's why I love to do live streams, so that I can specifically answer people's questions. Maybe you've got a personal question that you want answered. Maybe it's something around your own purpose, your own mission. I want to answer those. I often give intuitive readings to people, and I'm making that available to you if you are watching live. And I can't really do that so much in the replay, but we have people here on live, so I'm happy to answer anyone's personal questions. I'll give it a moment due to the delay to allow people to type away and ask questions. Do you like my new little setup? I got my lighting fixed. I've got my computer system better. I've got a better microphone. I've got a better setup. And I'm also broadcasting this live stream in a vertical picture, so that most people, statistically, they watch on a smart device like an iPhone or Android phone. So it gives you more space to look at. So perhaps that is preferable to people. But I love your feedback, so let me know. Let me know what you think. All right, so many questions. I'm 55 and wondering what I'll be able to do for a career. Left government, I'm assuming that's what you meant, 6 years ago, toxic. Maybe give me a bit more information on you personally there. And what I will firstly ask you is, what is your passion? What are you passionate about? What drives you? Something I've learned for me personally, and then hundreds and hundreds of people that I've worked with personally, is that generally when we follow our heart, which is really the voice of our higher selves, our intuition, it intuitively knows what we're meant to be doing. So that's what I'll ask you is, what is your heart guiding you towards? Is it creativity? Is it people? Is it animals? Is it something around that? That will give us a clue as to what you should be doing. I have a cleaning business and helping lots of seniors. Okay, great. Let me ask you this question. How do you like to be of service to the elderly? Does that make your heart sing when you know that you're being and holding love and space for those people? Yeah, it's incredible. So there we go. You're meant to help, support, guide, hold space for people. No doubt you left a government system. You probably had great intentions getting into it, wanting to help people, but you've probably discovered that unfortunately a lot of political organizations and systems don't ultimately help humanity. They often do more harm than good. They're waiting for me in the driveway. It was a matrix job also. Great thing about it is things are changing even at the political level. It's going to take time. Change doesn't come overnight. Change is a slow, gradual process. But eventually we will tip the scales and we will create collectively a different reality. And that is what Dolores Cannon spoke about in her books. She even used this specific phrase, we're tipping, or we have rather tipped the scales, and we will be moving into a completely new earth. Some call it a golden age, some call it the new earth. It doesn't matter what we call it, it's all the same thing. Any other questions? I'll leave you with that, Flowers, is you are meant to help people, whether it's specifically the elderly or just everybody. Your smile, your love, your heart, your compassion means more to people than you know. So keep shining, keep loving, keep doing you. And that is doing more than you could ever know. Dolores Cannon once said this. She said, even your energy when you walk through a crowded space, without you even doing anything, your energy would be affecting people energetically. Everything is energy. Just your energy, without you doing anything, is bringing remedy, is bringing healing, is helping people. And so there it is. It's just our presence. Absolutely. Just your presence. I bet a lot of the seniors that are around you just light up when you're in the room, because that's what your energy does. Paul, do you have one-on-one hypnosis? Yes, I do, Stacey. And to reach me for that, I have a wait list that is in my links here on YouTube and on Instagram. You can hit join the wait list and you'll be notified as soon as I have availability to do a one-on-one hypnosis session. Hypnosis sessions are great. What they do is, through your own inner wisdom, we're able to tap in a very relaxed state to hear from your higher awareness, and we're able to get your specific contribution that you came to Earth, that you're incarnate now to achieve. A lot of people are asking that universal question, what is my specific contribution? What am I meant to be doing? When you know that, when you learn what your purpose is, everything changes. You cease to identify with the old containment, like I was talking before, the physical, and you begin to know that you're just a containment of something much greater than just your physical vessel. This is just a physical costume that you're wearing right now to have this experience. Beverly, welcome. Hypnosis works online as well. That's a question. Yes, it does. And there are a number of different methods. Some can be practiced online, some cannot be. But I offer a range of both. I'm flexible with people because I know my following is all over the earth, all over the world, from every country to South Africa to the Pacific Islands to Australia here, North America. And I've almost worked with people from all over the world. As long as they have a good internet connection, we can do a session together. So you can join my waitlist if you want to discover your soul's purpose, if you want to hear from your ancestors, guardians, guides, angels. It's wonderful when they come through and deliver messages for people. I'm never cease to be amazed at the remarkable information that comes through. And also the physical healing that often occurs from having a hypnosis session. The issues are in the tissues. Your issues are in the tissues of your body. We store a lot of our issues within our bodies. Our bodies mirror outwardly our inner consciousness. So often, a lot of your physical ailments, emotional issues, traumas get lodged in all of the tissues of your body, and then they manifest pain, conditions, illnesses, diseases. When I work with people, we don't work at the level of the physical. We really go to the root cause and we work with that, the underlying energy. And when you work with that, often almost instantaneously do you see a release of pain or trauma or even illness. I've seen remarkable manifestations of healing through many of my sessions because people are ready to let an issue go. Perhaps it's unforgiveness, perhaps it's outdated thinking, perhaps it's anger. When they release those issues, they're releasing them within their tissues of their body. Issues in the tissues. That's a good one to remember. Okay. Thank you. Great. Any more questions before I close? I think I'm at that 30-minute mark, which I normally don't like to go too much over 30 minutes. People generally find it challenging to watch a full hour, so I like to do them a little bit more brief than an hour, about 30 or so minutes, but doing them more regularly, almost every day. That's my goal at the moment. I didn't get to do a live yesterday. I ran out of time, too many meetings on, but I try to do this at least once a day. And if you are enjoying this, please support this channel by giving a thumbs up, a heart, and turning on your notifications so you get notified when I do go live so I can answer your questions. I will join the Health Challenge. Yes, I would love to have you there. The Health Challenge is a completely free workshop. It will happen over Zoom. It'll be about an hour, and I'm going to be teaching you about everything that I've learned over my 21-year journey of health, what supplementation, what amount of water, what you can do to get healthy, what you can do to release all the issues in your tissues. Really important that we're healthy at this time. Our food has been, unfortunately, latent with preservatives and chemicals and all sorts of nasties. Let's get healthy. Let's get educated on getting well and living the best lives that we can possibly live. So I hope to see you, as many of you there. And amazing, this will help raise our vibration. Absolutely. When you are looking after the physical body, and you've got energy and vitality, you are raising your vibration. It's one of the pillars of holistic health is your physical. So important. I would not have the energy if I wasn't regularly doing resistance training and cardiovascular work and eating well. I would not have the energy to create and share and do all of the sessions that I do and travel the world as I do and run live retreats. I would not have the energy to do it if I was not physically healthy. So it's so important. All right. I'll see you next time I communicate.